This is Melody from Paradise Creations. And I went to the Dollar Tree and Walmart yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and share that haul with you. And my beautician finally opened up her shop, so I finally get to get my hair trimmed. I am so glad. My hair has gotten so long in the last couple of months. But anyhow, I've got to finish up those pouches. So when I'm done with this video, my phone's charging right now. So when I'm done with this video, then I'm going to go in my sewing room and I'm going to finish up those pouches. And here comes Angel. She loves getting up here with me. She's sniffing the bag. See, I bought myself a candy bar yesterday, and I think that's what she's smelling, is the candy bar I had in the bag. Anytime there's a bag in this house that comes from the car, she thinks it's hers, right? I am in my living room right now. Oh, that reminds me, I need to call the dentist today. I better do that. I don't know what time they close. This is how I'm carrying my stuff right now, so I don't have to carry a purse. So I put my cell phone inside here because I don't have a cover for it yet. I'm still waiting on that to come in because I ordered myself one. Okay, I got 3 things from the Dollar Tree. Oh, one of them was well, I got a new phone. Angel, do you want this bag to sniff? Huh? Here, sniff it all you want. There's nothing in there for you. Here she is right here. Look at her. Isn't she something? Oh, boy. But anyhow, I got you on the arm of my couch. I hope this doesn't fall. But anyhow, I got a new phone, as you know. I probably told you that already. I got it a couple weeks ago, and it's a Samsung S8. It's replacement for my old phone. My old phone was an S6, and they don't have any more S6s, and they don't have any more S7s. So she says that I get to get an S8. And I said, oh, okay, that's all right with me. Look at that. See her sniffing at that bag? Isn't she something, I tell you? Oh, she's my sweetie. I love her. So anyhow, I went to go, my phone was dying when I was in Walmart. And I forgot that the cord that goes into this phone is different than from the one from the S6 that I had. Is a different type of port thing, whatever it's called, to plug it into the phone. And so I told my daughter about it. I told her, I can't charge my phone. I've only got 15% on the battery. My other charger from the old phone won't work. And I says, I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree, see if I can find myself a case. And she says, well, they also sell cords in there. And she says, I needed one of those micro cords or something like that. And I said, okay. So I did find one. And so I already had one of those, why can't I think today? The plug things that you can plug in, you've got the USB slots on it. I already had one of those. So I went ahead and got the cord. And then the cord, I guess the cord is like 6 feet long. Anyhow, and it serves the purpose. Okay, and then anyhow, while I was in there, they're starting to get out in my store, finally, what's it called? The Crafter Square stuff. I am so happy to see it come out. So I got myself this glue. And this is called a liquid adhesive. And it says it's good for embellishments, wood, plastic, leather, paper, cardboard, and trims. And so I thought, oh, well, that's good, because some of this stuff I use, and I use vinyl. So I'm going to do a little experimenting because it says leather and plastic. So I'm going to try the vinyl too. But the reason why I got this, I didn't get it, did I? You know those birdhouses that you can put together? I was going to get me one, and I put it back. I'll have to go back and get it. But anyhow, I want to make myself a fairy garden. So I was going to get the birdhouse, and I felt the largest square they had, that's for the front and back. I said, well, that's not big enough for a bird to get into. So I said, well, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. And then I got these magical adhesive dots. And I want to, looks like it's backward. Don't say my phone is still showing backward. I hope not. That is backward on the screen. Oh well, maybe I can fix it. If not, I'll redo this video. So anyhow, I want to learn how to make cards and that kind of thing too. And I do have my Cricut maker. Okay, but anyhow, then while I was in Walmart, you stop. This bag is not for you. Lie down. Lie down. Don't give me that look. Lie down. Lie down. Don't give me the look. She's trying to give me the pitiful look. So anyhow, I went. She thinks I'm not paying attention, then she puts her nose up to the bag, and I turn my head around and look at her, and she turns her head. Oh. So anyhow, I went in there to look for some yarn. I need some peach color yarn, or maybe some skin tone yarn. I'm not sure, but I want to crochet some angels. And Walmart doesn't have a lot of yarn. And the fabric section, all of the fat quarters are gone. All of the notions are gone that are on the pegs and on the shelves. All of the pre-cut fabrics are gone. They had a few bolts of fabric, and they had some interfacing, and they had some cotton batting, but it looked bare. I mean, it's awful. And I said something about it, just talking to myself, and then there was another customer in front of me. And so I said something to myself about, I said, I can't believe this. Everything is so bare. And the customer told me, she says, well, Avon Park is the same way. Avon Park is about 20 minutes from here, or 25 minutes, something like that. And a lot of times I go up there the most, because that store is a whole lot cleaner, and the customer service is a whole lot better than the one where I live in Sebring. But anyhow, so I went to the one in Sebring. And she says that they haven't been able to get their, they haven't been able to replenish because they're not getting their orders in. And I said, do you mean that this whole wall of pegs and shelves that doesn't have anything on it, they can't get their reorders in? She says, no. And I don't know. Let me know if some of you have gone to Walmart and experienced the same thing, because I was shocked. I would like to have some of those clear plastic snaps. And so I went in to go look for those. And like I said, everything was gone. I couldn't believe it. I mean, even the quilting rulers, there was probably two. One of one size and one of another size. And the rotary cutters, I didn't see any rotary cutters. I didn't see any blades. I saw a few pair of scissors. I saw, what else did I see? A few bolts of fabric. That's about it, really, for the sewing section. Now, the yarn section, it's been hit pretty hard, but they did have some. And they didn't have very many of what I got. So I got one of each of these right here. These are from Loops and Threads, I believe. Lion Brand. I'm sorry, Lion Brand. Oops. And it's the comfy cotton. And it's a 3-weight you get 392 yards, which is 358 meters. It's 7 ounces, which is 200 grams, 50% cotton, 50% polyester. So I know that if I wanted to make like those handles you can put on your pots and pans, like cast iron pots or whatever, I can't make those out of this because it has polyester and it will melt it will ruin the yarn. But anyhow, so this is called Latte, but it's really pretty. And so where's that pattern at? It's right here. Here it is. I am making I wanted to try this yarn out, so I'm making myself a ballerina outfit for an 18-inch doll. That's not a very good picture. Whatever her lighting was, she didn't get it very good with it. But anyhow, the top here is going to be a different color from the skirt part here, and then you've got your ballet shoes. So I'm going to make the ballet shoes the same color as the top. Sorry for wiggling the camera. So anyhow, this is so far the skirt part here. And so I'm thinking, okay, oh, there we go. So I'm thinking that this is going to be the top where I'm going to crochet the other color on. But look how pretty that works out. Let me flatten this down a little bit, flatten down the ruffle. Look how pretty that works out. Isn't that nice? I really love those colors. So I wanted to start making it so I could show you, and then I also wanted to see how it works out. So then I got, this color here to go with that. And this is the same thing, comfy cotton blend. And this is 392 yards with 358 meters. And this is called whipped cream. So I'm going to put this with this. I think that'll look real pretty together. And then make the slippers out of this. And then I got this right here. Isn't that pretty? You've got the blues and the different shades of browns, and really, really pretty. And it works up well too. And this is also 392 yards. So you mean that usually when you get variegated, you don't get as much as you do the solid colors. Yeah, 392 yards for both of them. And this is called driftwood. So I got this, and then I got this to go with that. I think that'll look real pretty together. And this is called Cafe Mocha. So I've never had these before, and I thought, you know, I've seen so many people haul those, I want to try it out. Then I got 2 of these right here. Now these, I think, cotton and bamboo. Let's see. 50% cotton and 50% rayon from bamboo. And this is what it looks like, and it's called Kobu. And it has 232 yards on here, which is 212 meters, 3.5 ounce and 100 grams. And it's a 3 weight, which is like a light medium weight. And it's called Pale Pink. So I got 2 of them. And then I got 2 of these too. The same thing, cotton with the bamboo. And this one is called Beige. So I got 2 of those. Then, while I was in that department, I saw these right here, these yarn needles, and they're 2 different sizes. And I says, oh, I don't have a smaller size. Let me see if I can't get the glare off. I says, I don't have that smaller size. So that'll come in handy. Which let me go ahead and put right here, because this is where I do all my yarn work anyhow. And then I found this right here. This is the only pre-cut fabric they had. This is it. 2 yards for $4. And it's so pretty. Let me see, pull out a little bit of it here so you can see it real good. I don't see how well you can see that, but you can see there's circles on it, and oh, and then there's a flower right here too. And I got this for my grandchildren. This was on clearance for $1.94. It's the Frozen 2 Create a Scene sticker activity pad to color, and there's 230 repositional stickers. So you get 6 sheets of stickers, 16 coloring pages, and then 24 sticker scenes. And so these are all the stickers right here, and then this is where all of the paper part is with the scenes. Really nice. So I'm going to show you, like these are the stickers. And you also get the alphabet with the numbers in here too. Look at that. And this is one of my favorites right there. So you get the different scenes from the movie. Look at that one right there. That is so pretty. So I got on Snapchat with my granddaughter, Caitlin, the 13-year-old, and she still likes the Frozen 2. And I also bought her a planner. If you'll go back to the video where you see her, I got her a planner. So I thought this would be good for her planner too. And so anyhow, I called her on Snapchat and I showed her this. I says, would you like to have this? And I showed her everything that was in it, and she says, yes. I says, well, there's enough in here that you can share with your sister. And she says, Grandma, I miss your house. I says, you miss my house? She says, yes. She says, my sister's driving me crazy. Which is nothing new, because siblings, you know, you can drive each other crazy, especially during this time when you have to stay in the house. She's in one of the hot spots. She lives in Palm Beach Gardens, and that's one of the hot spots in Florida. So she doesn't get out very much, and they're all cramped up in the house, and you know, she stays in her room. But she says, Grandma, I miss your house. I says, well, all you have to do is call me. I'll come get you, and you can stay with me for as long as you want. So they still have the school thing over with the computers, and she says that the last day would be May 29th. And so she says that she wants to come over after that. I says, you're more than welcome to come over and stay as long as you want. If you want to stay the whole summer, you can stay the whole summer. I don't care. Oh, and then my daughter moved out. She didn't like me making rules for her, which I didn't make very many. I told her, I said, you keep your room straightened up. Keep the bathroom clean because it's the guest bathroom. Do the kitchen. And then help me with whatever I need done. And then I told her, I says, and when you go out, I want you back home at a reasonable time. She didn't like those rules, so she moved out. We got into an argument the other night because I got tired of her mess, and so she moved out. I said, fine. I don't mind having the quiet. I used to not have problems with her, and I don't understand what's going on with her. Something is. So I told her last night, I sent her a message saying I want to have a talk with her. Okay, well anyhow, I don't mean to talk about my problems on here. But anyhow, and then I got these wooden beads right here. and they were $2.38. I saved $1.59. They were reduced on April 30th, and oh, they've got the sticker covering how many is in here. Let me see. Hate it when they do this. So I'm not sure how many is in here, but they're different color wood, and they look like they're all natural wood. But I've got different sizes in here, different shapes, you know, so I'll be able to. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the wooden beads, but when something like this is on clearance and I only see one, I'll go ahead and pick it up because I might want it for another time. So, you know, I might come across a project I might need wooden beads for. Okay, well, anyhow, I think that's it. That is it. So, I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to, I can't think now. Oh, I'm going to go get on my sewing machine, and I'm going to work on my pouches, and then we're going to do a little chit-chat. Someone messaged me on one of my videos. Oh, the one where I was working on my pouches and I was just talking away. She said she really, really, really enjoyed that. And so I told her, I says, well, I'll do some more that way. And I'm not into how many subscribers I get, but I was trying to figure something out on my, what do you call it, on my channel. And I noticed I had 1,045 subscribers. I went, what? So I don't know what everybody is interested in, but I sure would like to know. Give me feedback. Let me know, what do you like? I know that some of you like it when I chit chat. I know some of you like it when I do tutorials. And I know that a lot of you like the hauls that I do. And so give me some feedback on what interests you about my channel, because I'm curious. I don't like a channel that is like a TV show. I like it where it's, how can I say the word? Where it's not, well, like it's real, you know, like I watched a video today. This woman, she was showing how to sew a mask, but she was doing it a different way, and she was going from her ironing board to her sewing machine with her camera, and I says, that's what I like. So when I'm watching videos, and if it's nothing like a TV show and it's a real, like a real video, like, oh, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Y'all probably know what I'm trying to think of. But anyhow, where I feel like that it's not, like acting, you know. I like videos that are real, that is like real people. I love this one channel. What is her channel name? But her first name is Penny, and I will put it down in the description about her. But she lives in New Jersey, and she's married, and she is such a sweet, wonderful person. She is something. And boy, does she have the yarn. She really buys a lot of yarn, but she makes a lot of stuff too. And she lets you know when there's a good sale going on with the yarn on these different channels like Hirschner's and Premiere and you know, some of these other companies. And she always tries to buy from the USA, but she will buy from Canada at, you know, sometimes. But most of the time she likes to buy from the USA. Excuse me again. I just drank some tea. Oh yeah, and that's something else that I got at Walmart. I did grocery shopping too, but I got this. I love this tea. This tea is so good. So, when I was in Walmart yesterday, I saw that and I said, boy, I'm thirsty. I'm going to get me one. And they're like 98 cents for that. And that is not bad. Oh, my hair. Whew. So anyhow, she's a very sweet lady. Very sweet. I really enjoy her. And she has a certain thing that she says in the beginning of her show. She will tell you the date. And she will say, how are you doing today? And then this is the part that I say with her. Have a beautiful day. And I just love it when she says that. And I say it along with her. And I'll comment, you know, on her videos. If I have something to say, I don't say a whole lot. And I don't do a lot of commenting. But sometimes I'll comment on hers. And I told her one time, I says, I love it when you say have a beautiful day. And I told her I say it with her. Because I know when she's getting ready to say it. And so she's remarkable. I really like her. You need to go check her channel as Penley something. I can't remember the rest of it. But anyhow, I'm gonna, like I said, I'll put it down in the description. You need to really check her out. She's such a sweet person. I really love her. And sometimes she does hauls with her yarn, and she crochets and she knits, and she shows what she makes. She also has a Cricut maker. She just got herself I don't know if it sews, but it does do the embroidery, and it's a small brother machine, sort of like what I have. You know, that little brother. If you'll go back, I did an unboxing of it almost 2 years ago in my shop that I used to have. And that is a PE625, I think it is. And mine sews and embroiders, and it has a colored screen. And I think hers sews and embroiders too. And I don't know what type of brother she has. I can't remember. But she recently bought that for herself. She's always wanted that. Or either maybe her husband gave it to her for her birthday. I can't remember. And then she recently bought herself a serger. And it's a, it's not a brother, it's not a singer. What is it? I think it's a Janome serger. I think that's what it is. And she says she's always wanted a serger. And so she's getting into that. And then she's got herself a Cricut, but it's a Cricut Explorer. She says this is the original, the first batch of Cricuts that came out that say Explorer on them, and now they're Explorer 1 and 2, and hers is just a plain Cricut Explorer. And so she does stuff on that too. And so she's really having a good time with her new, I call them toys, with her new toys. And but if it's a Cricut Explorer, she's probably had that. I don't know how long ago they came out, because I have the Cricut Maker, and my oldest daughter has the Cricut Explorer 2, and she didn't have to buy hers. Her the mothers, she teaches preschool, and the mothers in her class didn't even know that she wanted a Cricut Explorer 2 or whatever. And for Christmas last year, they all pitched in, and they presented her with that Cricut Explorer 2. And she was so happy. And she uses it all the time. She uses hers more than I use my Cricut Maker. And so she really enjoys that. And my daughter, she's always been into crafting, but not really into sewing much, but more like hand type crafting. Like she used to make these bracelets out of those nylon threads. What are they called? Like friendship bracelets or something like that. And you braid them. She used to make those. And then she used to also, like, when she was in elementary school, and she had a project where she had to cut pictures out of a magazine, and you know, certain types of pictures and then she had to write a little description of what it's about or something like that, you know. So she's always enjoyed working with glue and that type of thing too. And she's always enjoyed coloring. When she was little, she used to like to color a lot. And I had that big box of Crayola crayons, 64 colors, and I always had those. And so she used to have coloring books, and sometimes she would draw on her own. You know, she would ask me if I have any paper that she can draw on, and I'll give her some paper, and she would draw on that. And she loves to read. That child, before she went to bed every night, before she went to sleep, she'd be in her bed and she would be reading every night. After she started to learn how to read, before she learned how to read, her and her sister always wanted me to read to them. So I would always get them two together in one of their beds, and I'd sit there and I'd read a story to them every night. And so then my oldest daughter, after she started learning how to read, I had all kinds of children's books then, and she would read those. And then as she got older, you know, she started reading the paperbacks and hardcover books, like mysteries and that kind of thing. And then some of these books that she reads, they eventually make a movie out of or whatever. And sometimes I think she watches the movie, but I think a lot of the time she just likes to read the book and just leave it at that. And so she's always been interested in that kind of thing, and in crafts, you know. She used to like to do finger painting too. I remember when she was little, she used to like to do finger painting. And I still have some of the stuff that she's made. Like this little thing she made me, and it's about maybe this big around, and made out of clay. She painted it yellow. And then back then they didn't have styrofoam. She was in pre-K, well, nursery school is what it was really called. She was in nursery school, and they didn't have styrofoam back then, but she used a little bit of clay, stuck it on the inside, and then and I thought, oh, that is so cute, but I still have it. And the clay finally cracked and the flowers started falling out, so I went ahead and I just put some styrofoam in it so I could put the flowers back in. Yeah, so, you know, I wanted to keep that. That was very special that she made. And then I've got some other things that she's done too. All right, well, this video is 33 minutes. I didn't realize I was going to be on this long. All right, well, I'm going to just make this a separate video for my sewing. So you're going to be seeing 2 videos from me today. All right, well, I will talk with you later. You have a good day or a good night whenever you're watching this. Please subscribe, click the like channel, leave comments and questions. Oh, by the way, here's my Winnie the Pooh. He doesn't look right to me. That's what I'm going to show you stuff that I've made too, but look at him. See, he didn't come out right. Look at that head. Look at that head. I was going to sell this, right? I'm not now. I'll just keep it for myself.